So today I want to talk more about synchronicity. I want to give another example of what synchronicity is, and then I think 3 reasons why they happen.
Shamanoaks, exploring the rabbit hole.
What is a synchronicity? A synchronicity is a meaningful coincidence, so 2 unrelated things that happen that somehow make them look related. So a few months ago I was at work and I walked by this paper cutter and it had the word Carl on it. And I thought to myself, that's weird, how have I not noticed that before? That's my dad's name. So I don't think too much of it. I go back to my desk and I see there's a text message from one of my friends. And in the message, she talks about how she went to a museum earlier that day and she met the owner of this weird museum and his name was Carl. So as I'm sitting there going, okay, this is kind of weird, a friend comes up from behind me and tells me I need a dog and that I should get a pug and I should name it Carl. And I freaked out on her. I just turned around and I was like, what did you just say? And she's like, she froze. She's like, because she thought she was in trouble or something. And I was like, that's really weird. Like, that's strange. That is crazy strange that I see Carl, come back, Carl. People don't just come up to you randomly and tell you need to have a dog and then give you its name. So I was like, where did that come from? Like, where? She was, I don't know. I just had this feeling that I should tell you should get a dog named Carl. Like, that's strange. Like, Carl's not a very common name, I don't think. I've met like maybe 2 Carls in my life, and one of them was my dad. So anyways, I, capture it. I put it in my little synchronicity folder where I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting these synchronicities. And if you've seen my psychic medium video where I find out I'm a psychic medium, a whole series of crazy events happen. I end up meeting the psychic medium. She encourages me to go to sign up for one of her classes. So at the very end of the first class, we're all just kind of sitting in a circle and she's like, okay, let's just use this time to, ask me whatever questions that you have. I decide to ask her about synchronicities. And I was like, why did they happen? And I give the Carl example. I tell her about the paper cutter's name, Carl, go back to my desk, there's a text message about Carl, and then someone tells me I should have a dog named Carl. And I told you how that weird that was. And as soon as I finished saying that, the girl next to me, no joke, goes, my dad's name is Carl. What are the odds of that? So everyone in the class just kind of laughs about it, whatever. And so Fleur says, she goes, I don't really know why it happens. Sometimes I think the universe is just kind of showing off. She goes, when I first started this business doing readings for people, I would notice there would be a theme with every day there'd be a theme for the day for some reason. Like one day she did a reading and every reading, she did like 3 readings, and every reading that person had a brother named John that committed suicide. You see the lights flicker? So her theory in the moment at that day was that sometimes it's just the universe saying, look what I can do, which I like that one. Second reason is trying to get me to not to worry. I've noticed that if I'm worrying, that's when they will happen, because it'll be like, look what we just orchestrated. Look what we just did. Like, you don't think we got your back? We got your back. And the third reason is to point you in a new direction, because I think on the other side, or wherever it is, they're just like us. It's not this, woo-woo, we're all playing harpsichords. We're all playing harps and violins, and it's all, it's not like that. Like, they're just being like, look, watch this. Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blow his mind right now. Look at all these Carls. Oh, and so a recent one that I had too is that if you remember my psychic video, my psychic experience video, in that video I talk about a poster that I had and how it tied to a soulmate or a psychic twin flame, I don't know what, but there's a picture that I've had for a long time, and I started dating a girl and then she had that exact same picture in her house. Well, I posted that video on a Sunday night. That Tuesday I went to a psychic medium circle, development circle, and no joke, I walk in and boom, there it is on the wall. And I had been wondering, like, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Should I be here? Am I kidding myself? Am I delusional? And I walk in, there it is, boom, right big on the wall. So what are your guys' thoughts on synchronicity? I think it's actually really cool. People are messaging me a lot saying that after they watch my synchronicity video, they start noticing them a lot in their lives, or they'll get really crazy synchronicities. So did you just have a crazy synchronicity with this video? If so, let me know in the comments or email me. I'd love to hear about them. So yeah, that's it for this time. Thanks to everyone who is supporting me on Patreon. You are the best. I love you. I can't even believe it, how awesome you all are. And remember to stay curious and keep exploring. Oh hey, Hi, I didn't see you there. There's a video you could watch. You could watch this video next. This is the link if you want to support me on Patreon. And if you're not a subscriber, boom, you could subscribe right there.